Alright guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode in our car racing game tutorial. And today we said we're going to deal with environmental work, because this looks like a shell right now. We're not gonna do a lot of environmental work, but we're gonna do some stuff to make this look like an area, you know, like some place other than what we have here. And then we're gonna change up our car here, our AI car here, and make it look somewhat. So first things first, the first thing we're gonna do is change up the environment, get some trees, some bushes in this place, change up the car, and then and add the flag there, and also do maybe add a half, like a trigger to show that the race is at half, like the race has gone halfway. So we're gonna do those things for this episode, but mainly it's environmental work. Mainly the half trigger might actually be for the next episode, but for today we're gonna concentrate on environmental work. So first things first, we need to get some new assets. All right, so we go to the asset store. All right, so once we're here, we got terrain textures last time. Today we're gonna get something different. We're gonna get some trees, you know, some trees. So we're gonna get, let's see what trees are available. So a trees pack. Let's see what tree packs we have. Well, we want it to be, we don't want to pay anything because you, all right, so let me just use the browser to just make things quicker and easier. So, all right, so I'm gonna leave links to these things, but hopefully by now you people know how to navigate the Unity store. So we've got these here. We've got these tree packs. This is for palms. What we have there in our scene is kinda it's kind of like a forest, a mini kind of forest, right? So let's get realistic tree pack. Which one should we get? This one or this one? This one or this one? This one. Let's get this one. Let's get this one. Why? I don't know. You can get whichever you like. You can get whichever you like from these trees here. I'm just gonna go with this one. Add to my assets there. Okay, add to my assets. All right. Now I have some trees already, but I just wanted to do this thing with you guys. So we're gonna go back to our scene here. Actually, let's stick to the asset store, then come to my assets. Click on my assets there, and then my very new asset should be at the very top here. This one. We need to download it and import it into our project. Now, I hope I don't need to show you guys how to do this. I hope you guys already know how to do this, but if you don't, I'm doing it right now and you guys can get to see it. So once it's downloaded, we're gonna import. Then hit import there. I hope you are having fun learning this stuff, and if you wanna you should talk to me in the comment section to just get me to know how you guys are doing. If you guys are having any problems, we can sort out the problems together. If we are moving too fast, we can reduce. I don't mind reducing the speed of the videos, the speed of the amount of content that we are doing for one person. I don't mind it. The fact that actually some of you have actually shown the support by watching these videos, I really appreciate that. So I would be willing to move even slower as long as you guys get to learn how to do this completely, and that's my goal right now, to get you guys to make your own games and get the basics of how to make your games so that you guys can build your games. All right, so what do we have here? We've imported it, and I need to find it, right? Let's see. And I didn't have packs before. So yeah, this is the one. So we're gonna go to prefabs because we always go to prefabs. But now here's the difference. We're not gonna drag these prefabs. I just wanna look at them. We're not gonna drag them in. We're gonna use another tool which you're gonna learn about now. So once you click on your terrain here, then you've got this right here, which is the paint trees tool, and it comes with the brush like that. So we're gonna say edit trees, add tree, then we're gonna select a prefab. That's where these prefabs come in. Now we're gonna select one of them. So I'm gonna select you, bring you there, add, we're gonna add another one, you, bring you there, we're gonna add another one, you, bring it there, we're gonna add another one, you are the very one, right? You are the first one, bring it there, add. Great. So added bridge 1, 8, 3, and 10. Okay, now I don't like to paint trees like this. I don't like to do that. I really don't like to do that. It bugs me. I don't like to do that, so I'm not gonna do that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hold shift, and once we are holding shift, we are going to left click to erase all the trees that we might have painted here. Great. Now I'm gonna reduce the brush size and increase the tree density. Then let's just drag this way so that we can see this. Now the tree height, it's random, but we want some to be tall and some to be short, like about there. That's a good. And then color variation, we can increase it to like a 0.5, just personal preference. You can leave it as the default. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Then now we're gonna paint this first tree like that. Okay, like that. Now you guys are seeing that in the far distance it's not showing. That's because of load. So that reduces the rendering. That when we go further, the trees don't have to be rendered, and that's important. We don't want everything in the scene to be rendered because that will be using a lot of resource. But we're gonna put a lot of trees here. Just place tree by tree. Nice. Place tree after tree after tree after tree after tree. Select the next one and just fill in the gaps. Just to give it the variation that it needs. And then we're gonna go around the whole track. So you're just gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna go around the whole track. Then once I'm done with it all, we're gonna be back in a second. All right, so I've placed the trees around this whole thing. You could increase the brush size and then reduce the density so as to have these spaces, because you don't want it to be too thick, and then that would be bad for your system. Then if you don't want to see all those trees in the distance looking like they're dried out. All right, so under fade length, if we push fade length all the way, we can see that the trees no longer look like they're dried. We can see the trees. Okay, so yeah, you forgive me if you can hear the rain. It's raining here. It's pouring really heavily. All right, so once you're done with placing your trees around the scene, let's hit play and let's see how it looks. Okay, so you can see that we can see the trees, but you might want to change this. You might want to make it look a certain kind of way. That's up to you. For this scene, this is what we're going to be going with. All right, So it's not the most fantastic looking, but it's something, right? We could also fill this part with more trees and just make it a complete forest. You know what? Let's do that. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm not even gonna waste time here. I'm just gonna paint them quickly so that we get done with this. So I'm gonna use the method that I said I don't like, but well, we're gonna use it. So we're gonna do that and then do that, right? Place the trees. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna place, maybe increase the brush size, place more. Place more again, and then place those as well. All right, I'm really gonna show you in a future video perhaps how to really make a beautiful real life scene from real life places. Once we are done with the physics and everything, we're gonna do with levels, creating proper levels. All right, for now we just want this to look like something, okay? So bear with me. All right, so this is our scene now. It seems like we're racing in somebody's garden or something, but anyway, this is our scene. We've added some trees. Next, we could add some grass. So now you go back to the asset store again, and you search up grass. Okay, so let's not. I think the standard assets comes with a grass pack under environment. So what we're gonna do is come here to the paint details, then we're gonna say edit and add a grass texture, then we're gonna select grass 2 here. All right, add it. After you search grass here, it should come because you've installed your Unity standard assets. Then let's edit it again. So we've got this here, we've got the max width, just leave this, height, leave it. Let's just change the dry color to something like that. All right, then let us just paint our grass like that, right? Nice, that's our grass there, looking nice and really thick. To be honest, it looks real thick, but let's reduce the brush size. Then we could do something like that. Something like that, right? Okay, so let's hit play and see what we are looking at. Okay, so the grass is kinda too tall right now. Our car is getting it's getting like the grass is way taller than our car, so we're gonna hit the grass, edit details, edit, then under max mean height, I'm gonna change this to 0.3 and max height to 0.5. Apply. Then we're gonna go back in game and see how it looks in game again. Okay, so that's much better. That's so much better. Okay, I like the way this is coming up. I like the way this is coming up. Wow, he's fast as well. He's fast. All right. So now that that's done, it looks good. It looks good. It's not the best, but it looks good. All right. So we have that set and our trees placed. Now to deal with this car. Okay. So I'm gonna introduce another site to you guys. We're gonna go to a site called CG Trader, this site here, and then you're gonna search for cars here. Then you're gonna click the free button. There'll be a free button here so that you get the free ones. Then I'm gonna still leave the link to this car in particular. I've already downloaded it, so you're gonna download the FBX file. Once that's downloaded, let me just get mine, then I'm gonna meet you in Unity. All right, so you're gonna drag your FBX file, this one here, drag your FBX file to Unity. Probably I shouldn't have done that. Let's first do this, close that. Then we're gonna go to our cars folder here. Then we're gonna download the FBX that we drag the FBX that we downloaded into the cars folder. Okay. So this one said it came with materials, but I haven't downloaded the materials, so we're just gonna make it look the way we want it to look. So let's see what it is. This is the car here. It comes with a plane, and yeah. All we're gonna do right now is to drag it and place it. The reason why I'm using this car in particular, you could also get cars from the asset store. I think there are some free ones. I just prefer to use CG Trader. So once you've unpacked the prefab completely, we can now delete the stuff we don't need from this, which come with this particular car. So we're gonna delete that. We don't need that. I'm gonna drag the car upwards. That. Then once we go down and look at it from the bottom, we can see this plane here. We don't need that plane. Delete it. We don't need this light here, which is the sun. Delete it. Let's see, what else does it have? Are these like where is these red lights coming from? We've got the rear lights, which are red. Well, I'm not gonna be using those. I'm gonna show you guys how to, because we're using the standard assets. So we're gonna delete that one, and we're also gonna delete that spotlight there. All right, so this is the car here. All right, so we're gonna place this car, drag it down, right, towards our car here, our AI car. And then we're gonna rotate it to face the direction that our AI car is facing. All right, so I'm gonna now just place it right where the AI car is now. We need it to be in line, so where the wheels are, right there. Okay, then we're gonna drag this car into the waypoint based prefab like that. Then all right, so now that we've imported the car, we've placed the car inside, what we're gonna do is let's just straighten out this wheel here. I don't like the way this wheel is looking, so let's just straighten it out like that. And then also straighten this one. Let's hit play and see what happens. All right, so there the car goes, and we have our Mustang in there now. All right, so That's one way of doing it, but I'm not gonna keep this car because I didn't like the way some stuff were working when I was testing it. So we're gonna come here and say, let's go to the asset store here, and we're gonna say car. Okay, so we're gonna come back to the asset store here and say car. Then I'm gonna find the car that I'm looking for. You can search the asset store, you can find some real good assets in here. I'm gonna show you how to get different cars from different places, but we're gonna use this one. I like this car. You can use this, I also use it. It's a great car. You can use that, you can use that. Those are all great cars. We're gonna use this one. So I already have it downloaded. So I'm gonna go into Unity, my assets here. Then I'm going to search for it, this one. So I'm gonna import it into this project here. Because I didn't like the way the wheels were working when I tried to make those wheels work for that particular car. So I'm gonna work with it on my own, then probably tell you guys how to use it better, because I didn't test it. But we're gonna use this car because I've used it before and it's already set nicely. That one needs some tweaking and I'm gonna tweak it on my own. So once has it been imported? Yes, it has. All right, so we're gonna come here. Then I'm gonna remove my Shelby here, and then I'm gonna get this car, put it there, have it face that side. Beautiful. Then we're gonna turn on our sky car because we need our sky car to see this. All right, so I'm gonna move this car here back like that, then place it down like that, bring it forward like that. Okay, then the sky car, we're gonna turn it off again. Then we're gonna come here under tires. It's got tire left, tire right, and so on and so forth. So what we're gonna do is duplicate this, then call this colliders. Right, then we're gonna turn off the mesh renderer on these. So we're gonna select this and up to there, then turn off the mesh renderer. But let's just minimize this, minimize that, and add a wheel collider. Then we're gonna drag it. Why the wheel colliders are not showing is because we don't have a rigid body. So we're gonna drag it in here where there's a rigid body, and the colliders will show up, as you can see there. In the gizmos will show up. So we're gonna go to the colliders, and then we're gonna just reduce this to a reasonable size, about this seems reasonable. Let's see, suspension distance, let's just reduce that to that. Reduce the size of the collider to like a good 3.5. That looks good. Then I'm gonna copy this and paste it on the remainders there, and then I'm gonna paste component values. That looks good. We're gonna get this car and just move it down. Great, perfect. Then we're gonna get these colliders in under the waypoint based here. We're gonna get the colliders for tire left front, left rear. So we're gonna start with right front, and then left front, and then what's next? Right rear. I'm tired, so just forgive me. And then left rear. Then we're also gonna get the tires themselves. the meshes themselves. So we're going to start with right front here, right, left, man, come on, concentrate, left front there, right rear here, and left rear there. Great. And now when we hit play, and then there the car goes. Let's just start up and catch up. There it is. There is the car. Well, it hit us for some reason. But it's carrying on. Let's just... So you can see that the car is moving. I'm just gonna win this race because I haven't won any of these races against this car. All right, so we have our real car moving in our game, and the wheels rotate and everything, and that's good. That's really good. So let's just now move this in the right position. About there. That looks like the right position. Yeah, about there looks about right. Yeah. So what we've done in this episode, we've added a car to this car. We haven't done anything with this car. We're gonna change this car as well and add our own car. But for now, we've added a car to this one, and it looks better than the generic one which was there, and that's good. And we've added some environment, and then what else did we do? We were supposed to add a racing flag, but I've really run out of time, so you guys will have to forgive me. I'll add the racing flag in the next episode. For now, all we can do is just come here to the finish line. Let's come to the finish line. Then we're gonna create a cube in here. Then we're gonna change the cube size on the X, let's say 50. Then we're gonna rotate it by 90 on the Y. So maybe 50 is too much, let's say 30. Move it there, and then we're gonna say on the Y, we're gonna say 50 on the Y. Nah, too much. 30, too much. 20, too much. 10, yeah. Move it down there, and then we're gonna move it there and there and there. Let me increase this to like 33. Okay, maybe 40. Let it cover the whole road, or maybe even 45, so that anywhere where you cross the finish line, yeah, let's leave it at 50, so that even if you're across for the finish line from here, you've still crossed and you still win. You don't have to go through the pause as per se. So we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna change this cube. We're gonna say lap complete trigger for now. We're gonna create it. Yeah, then we're gonna change the box collider into is a trigger, and then we're gonna leave this here. Tomorrow we're gonna add a flag to it, and also add a flag to the pause, and also make this trigger and another trigger which I'm gonna place somewhere there, which we're gonna do tomorrow, the half one, so that we can now start building this race. All right, so this, we're gonna end this one. All that this is gonna do, this is our finishing trigger, completing the lap trigger. So if we go through it, it can either go to the next lap. If it's a one lap race, it can just finish the race, which we're gonna look at in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, it's been a longer one. leave a like, comment. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And I want to thank most of you who've been watching these videos. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So let's keep improving together. You guys keep building your games, and I'll keep bringing the videos. This is where I'm going to end this one. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.